Hello, welcome to Shalom Health, a channel where we aim to empower you to lead a better and healthier life. In this video, I'm going to discuss the original 6 pillars of a healthy lifestyle and why we need to engage with them. I will also inform you about how much of activities you need to do to have effects on chronic conditions. Towards the end of the video, I will talk about another 2 pillars which have been added in the last few years. Why do we need to bother about a healthy lifestyle to help us deal with chronic diseases? Chronic diseases are diseases like diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease. They usually result from different factors, such as genetic, physiological, or environmental factors. Some of the causative risk factors can be modified by following a healthy lifestyle. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention in the United States has reported that only 50% of adults are achieving the necessary physical activity levels to reduce and prevent chronic diseases. This lack of activity has been linked to 10% of premature deaths. Another reason is that the global network of lifestyle medicine advocates has found that in America, 70% of all Americans are either overweight or obese, and over 40% of the total population is affected by one chronic disease or the other. In the United Kingdom, the figure is 63% of adults are above a healthy weight. That is, they are either in the overweight or obese category. Almost half of the UK adult population have a long-standing health problem, according to the Office for National Statistics. 45.7% of men and 50.1% of women. You will agree with me that these figures are rather high. That is, 40% of adults in America have one problem or the other medically, and around 50% in the UK. So the question then becomes, what is a healthy lifestyle? This is a difficult question because there's no one particular way to be healthy. Health is defined by the World Health Organization as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. So a healthy lifestyle can be described as doing things that make you feel happy or feel good. For example, for one person, a healthy lifestyle may be walking 3 miles 5 times a week, whilst for another person, it may be running 2 marathons in a year or not drinking alcohol. Neither is superior to the other. It is an individual thing. You decide what your healthy lifestyle looks like. General benefits of a healthy lifestyle. Number one, preventing and reversing chronic conditions like heart disease, type 2 diabetes mellitus, and certain cancers. Number two, it reduces the need for medication. By making some changes, some patients may be able to take fewer drugs or come off them. Number three, it improves overall health and well-being by promoting healthy behaviors like regular exercise, healthy eating, and stress management. Number four, it reduces the healthcare costs as a result of managing and preventing chronic conditions. Number five, it can improve the environment. The manufacture of ultra-processed foods contributes to increased greenhouse gas emissions. So if fewer processed foods are eaten, hopefully there will be fewer emissions. How to start a healthier lifestyle? You should make small changes that you are likely to be able to achieve. One could use SMART goals, SMART, where S stands for specific, M for measurable, A for attainable, R for relevant, and T for time bound. That is, have a deadline. An example might be that if you're trying to improve your nutrition and you want to achieve 5 a day, you may decide to eat one extra fruit a day on top of what you're eating if it's not up to 5 a day. So that is specific, it is measurable. Or you may say, I will walk 2 or 3 miles in a day. So one can measure that. So the first pillar of healthy lifestyle is physical activity. The benefits of physical activity specifically are reduced risk of conditions like heart disease, stroke, hypertension, and type 2 diabetes, mellitus, and 8 different types of cancers, which are bladder, breast, colon, endometrial, esophageal, gastric, and renal cancers. Physical activity has also been shown to reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. It improves anxiety, depression, sleep, cognitive function, and overall quality of life. So, the recommendations for physical activity are adults are encouraged to move more and sit less at all times throughout the day. Any type of activity is better than nothing at all. The specific recommendations are at least 150 to 300 minutes of moderate intensity exercises are recommended to get substantial health benefits. For example, walking, cycling, shopping, or 75 to 150 minutes of vigorous intensity aerobic exercises, e.g., playing football, dancing, or swimming. And the second major recommendation is muscle strengthening activities of moderate to greater intensity. This should include all major muscle groups on 2 or more days per week. And there is a comment that more than 300 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic physical activity gives added health benefits. Aerobic activity should be spread throughout the week. So the next slide shows examples of activities that can be regarded as moderate exercises or vigorous exercises. So tips about physical activities. Choose ways to incorporate more physical activity into your daily life. Reduce the time spent sitting down. Get down 1 or 2 bus stops before your destination and walk. Use the car less. You may decide to walk if it is a short journey. Start small and build up as tolerated by your body. The second pillar is nutrition. So I'll start to talk about the benefits of healthy nutrition. There have been some scientific studies conducted which have shown that nutritional interventions can contribute to slowing down or reversing the progression of some chronic diseases like coronary heart disease, type 2 diabetes mellitus, hypercholesterolemia, and hypertension. The recommendations for healthy eating are eat plenty of fruits and vegetables. Aim for at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables per day. Choose whole grains over refined grains. Whole grains are a good source of fiber, which can help you feel full and satisfied. Limit your intake of processed foods. Processed foods are often high in unhealthy fats, sodium, and sugar. Choose lean protein sources. Lean protein sources include chicken, fish, beans, and tofu. Limit your intake of unhealthy fats. Unhealthy fats include saturated and trans fats. Drink plenty of water. Water is essential for good health. Aim to drink 8 glasses of water per day. Be mindful of your portion sizes. You may not be able to make big changes in one go. You can begin by making subtle changes, and this can have useful impacts. The third pillar is restorative sleep. Sleep has been described by the National Institute of Health as a fundamental part of our daily routine. It is essential for functional ability. Sleep has effects on numerous tissues and organ systems, and it influences intellectual performance, mood, overall health, and well-being. Poor sleep increases the risk of having chronic conditions like diabetes, obesity, and cardiovascular disease. Sleep deficiency can cause impairment in cognitive function and emotional behavior. The recommendations for sleeping are at least 7 hours of sleep per night is recommended for adults to prevent risks to their health and prevent poor performance. Many people are not able to get this much sleep regularly due to different stressors, work commitments, and social activities. Tips to develop healthy sleep habits. Aim for minimum of 7 hours. Some people need more than that, up to 9 hours in some cases. Try to find out what works for you. Consistent schedule. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. This helps to regulate your body's internal clock. You should try and go outdoors during the daytime so you can get exposure to light and a good dose of the hormone melatonin. Minimize bright lights at night. This helps to ensure a healthy sleep-wake cycle. Bedtime routine. Allow sufficient time to unwind and shift into sleep mode. You could take a warm shower, have a warm drink, and practice medication and deep breathing techniques to calm your body. Optimal environment for sleep. The mattress should be comfortable as well as the pillow. The bedroom should be cool. Avoid bright lights, loud noises, and electronic devices at least 30 minutes before time. Get regular exercises during the day. Avoid sedentary behavior. Avoid stimulants like caffeine and cigarettes in the afternoon. Do not drink alcohol close to bedtime. Avoid taking naps during the day. If you do it at all, aim to limit it to less than 30 minutes and do it before 3 p.m. If you find that you're not able to sleep once you get into bed for the night, get out of bed after about 30 minutes and move to another room to try and do some relaxing activity in dim light, e.g., breathing exercises. Go back to your bedroom once you start to feel sleepy again. If sleep problems persist, please see your doctor. The next slide is that of a man who's struggling to sleep and appears quite distressed with it. This man is sleeping well and hopefully will have a restorative sleep. Pillar 4, mental health or stress management. Stress is the body's way of reacting to a demanding situation. In the short term, it can sometimes be useful to keep us on our toes. When it becomes chronic, it can become harmful to the body. Signs and symptoms of stress: fatigue, headache, loss of concentration, inability to control anger, increased use of alcohol, caffeine, cigarettes, or drugs, increased or decreased eating, feeling overwhelmed, ruminating about the same issue. Effects of stress. Chronic stress can worsen diseases by influencing sleep, physical activity, and eating habits. An article in the American Journal of Lifestyle Medicine has found that over three-quarters of visits to the family doctor are stress-related. Dean Ornish, a lifestyle medicine practitioner, has suggested that individuals can decide to deal with stress in one of two ways. One is to avoid a stressful situation, and the other way is to improve one's reaction to the stress. However, it may not be realistic to completely avoid our stressors. On the other hand, we should endeavor to develop effective coping strategies for dealing with stress. Recommendations for dealing with stress. Find the source of the stress. This is the first step in knowing how to manage it. Recognize the signs. Know how it affects your emotions and your body. Identify your poor coping strategies. This will help correct the negative behaviors. Develop a stress management plan. Decide which activities are most enjoyable for you. For example, mindfulness, exercises, deep breathing. Make healthy lifestyle choices. For example, nutrition, sleep, and exercise habits. All these have effects on stress. Ask for help from family, friends, or your healthcare providers. The fifth pillar is healthy relationships and social connections. Human beings are social beings by nature. We have an innate need for interpersonal connections, and our brains have been wired to connect. There have been scientific evidence that shows that social connections can help people to maintain a healthy body mass index, manage blood sugar, improve cancer survival, and improve mental health. Another study by Julian Holt Lundstedt et al. Analyzed data from over 300,000 people and found that stronger relationships increased the likelihood of survival by 50%. The risk of death due to lack of social connection was approximately equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes per day and drinking excess alcohol. So the recommendations for social relationships, for improving our social relationships, are give to other people and perform acts of service and kindness for them. Examples are showing compassion and volunteering to help others in need. You must not forget to look after yourself as well by reducing your stress levels. Ask friends and family or health practitioners if you need help, please. Pillar 6 is harmful substances. Harmful and toxic substances are substances such as alcohol, tobacco, and recreational drugs. The adverse effects of smoking are smoking and heavy drinking are associated with many chronic physical and mental conditions. Smoking kills more than 5 people worldwide every year. Regarding alcohol, drinking too much alcohol can increase the risk of death and injury from accidents. About 16% of all accidental deaths involve alcohol. Alcohol is responsible for 4% of diseases globally. It contributes to more than 60 different medical conditions. Excess alcohol is associated with a greater risk of chronic liver disease, some cancers, and heart disease. Tips for dealing with harmful substances. Listen to patients or affected friends or family members without criticizing or blaming them. Replace unhealthy habits with healthy ones. Replace harmful ways of coping, such as drinking excessively, and adopt healthy methods like being physically active, adequate sleep, and healthy nutrition. And refer to alcohol or stop smoking services or drug addiction services as appropriate. These services do take self-referral in some countries. Pillar 7 is cognitive enhancement. And Pillar 7 and 8 are the last two pillars that I was going to discuss about. They have recently been added to the original 6 pillars. In a recent report from the World Health Organization, about 55 million people are living with dementia, and they have predicted this number to rise to 78 million by 2030. Performing stimulating and different types of activities have been found to delay the onset of dementia by 5 years. It may also reduce the symptoms of other degenerative diseases of the nervous system, such as Parkinson's. Physical exercises enhance our cognition. Physical exercises also stimulate the release of neurotransmitters, serotonin and endorphins, that are concerned with the regulation of mood and attention. Recommendations for improving our cognition. Perform moderate to vigorous physical activity has been found to improve memory and executive functioning. Mindfulness and meditation can improve attention and memory and increase cognition. Cognitive training programs can have a positive effect on the health of our brains. A Mediterranean diet can reduce the risk of depression and dementia in older adults. Stimulating cognitive leisure activities like word games, puzzles, and gardening can have a significant effect on the delay and reduction of cognitive decline. The next And last pillar is gratitude and reflection. Gratitude is a positive emotion that involves being thankful and appreciative and is associated with several mental and physical health benefits. There is an increasing body of research showing that practicing gratitude and reflecting on the positive aspects of our lived experiences regularly may increase our satisfaction with life and our quality of life. Tips on how to practice gratefulness. Start a gratitude journal. You could set aside a minimum of 10 minutes a day for 3 days a week and record 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for. Make them detailed. After 2 weeks, you may wish to increase the frequency as convenient for you. You could also do mindfulness meditation. Focus on your senses. Take moments to focus on what you see, hear, smell, touch, taste, and feel. This will help you develop a greater appreciation of the world around you and what it means to be alive. Express gratitude to others. This can benefit both yourself and the people around you. This is a disclaimer. If you've been affected by any of the things that I've mentioned, please discuss with your physician. If you have found any value in this video, please give it a like or comment on it to give us your thoughts on the ideas discussed. And please share with the people in your life who might benefit from this knowledge. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more eye-opening content like this. Stay curious and stay informed. Until next time. Thanks for watching.